Don't know why I did that. So I've been getting loads of comments on the channel about this bike. So it's a YZ250 that I converted into an enduro bike, and everyone wants to know how much it cost me to get it from a motocross bike to an enduro bike. So in today's video, I'm going to go through everything it cost me to get it to where it is today. But first I've got to fit a larger fuel tank on this bike because this one's very small and does not last a whole enduro ride. Thanks. So this is it. I think that one's a 7 litre and this one is an 11 litre. He's shaking his head at me. What is it?
12.
It's a 12 litre, which is quite nice. Very good quality.
Twin taps.
Twin taps. So we have reserve as well. So yeah, we're going to get on with fitting this, and then I'm going to sit down and I'm going to go through everything this cost me. Don't be scared about the final cost of this bike, because not even I know exactly how much I spent on it yet, so we're going to find out together. But I've gone extreme. You can do this on a budget level, which I'll go through as well. So yeah, let's fit some tanks. Right, we just finished fitting the tank and yeah, don't know. Let me know what you think. So there it is. So it's a lot beastier, but there is an issue. Doesn't seem to line up, there's like gaps.
It's because it's so much wider, isn't it? So it's pushed the tank plastics out.
Yeah, so it is a lot fatter from this angle, but this is huge. But now I won't have to worry about running out of fuel. But it does look, it looks more like a...
I've got a surprise for you.
Keen.
Hooking my brother up.
What is it? What's that?
So, you know when we go riding and when we come back and we're washing the bike and we're like, oh, there's fucking grass around the chain. You can take this off now.
Yeah.
Pop that in there.
Alright. Right, so the moment you've all been waiting for. I'm actually going to cry looking at this list, but anyway. Right, so YZ250 2025. This is how much I spent on doing this bike up. Now, just before we get into it, I wanted to make and build my dream bike. So this is obviously more expensive than you need to spend on a bike, but if you wait to the end of the video, I'll tell you the budget of how much it'll cost, and I think you'll be pretty impressed. So, first things first, I just fitted the tank because the tank wasn't big enough to last for a full enduro day, so we had to upgrade the tank, and the tank was £350. I'll do the total cost at the end of the video, just so you know. So the tank, £350. We had a front disc guard, that was £125. The front pull strap, the Moose ones, very good quality. They are £19.99. The grips, £20.99. The number plate holder, that comes with the light, right? So it comes with the rear light, that's £26.49. The rear lift strap was £29.49. The wireless hour meter is £29.99, which, by the way, Ralphie's got one on his bike and it actually kicked off him the other day and flashed the light telling him to change his air filter. So it's a good hour meter. It does a lot more than just count the hours. It tells you off. We've got the handguards, they were £47.58. The rear disc guard, £125. Rear caliper guard, which you can't see because I'm in the way, that was £55. Seat cover, one gripper, that was £85. Handlebars, £109.99. A skid plate, £149.99. The side stand, £149.99. For viewers of the channel, you know I've lowered the bike and the side stand actually doesn't work because it's too long. We'll get to that in another video. The hitless power valve system was £450. The Envy wheels set was £895. The Fish Moto Electric Start, £1,200. Battery, £79.99. The headlight, £221.50. Radiator cap, because we had to upgrade the radiator cap, was £12.55. The graphics kit was £150. The K-Tech suspension, the Pro Valve kit for the front forks and the rear shock, plus I had mine lowered, but it's about £1,100. And then I put Plu's tyres and Plu's mooses on it, and that was £380. Plus the cost of the bike itself was £8,500. So that brings the grand total of my bill to £14,493. Now, that sounds quite expensive, but there's a lot of things that I put on this bike that I wanted to do to make this the best bike I could. The tank was kind of one of the final things to do. The actual final thing I'm going to do to this bike is put a fan kit on it. So in a later video I'll tell you how much that is. But basically, you can do this a lot cheaper. You don't need to do all that. The main things you need to do to a YZ250 when you buy it stock is you're going to need an 18-inch rear wheel. So I'd say buy a wheel set. And we got the Envy wheels and they were, where are we? They were £895. I highly recommend the hitless power valve system. So a YZ250 is a motocross bike, so the power valve system is pretty extreme and you want it kind of smooth. And the hitless makes it really smooth power delivery, so it's way easier on hill climbs, the slow stuff, technical stuff in enduro. Massively recommend that. The tank you're probably going to need, because it does run out of fuel quite quick on a standard tank. That's £350. And then I use Plu's tyres and Moose's, which were £380, but obviously you can have the tyre Moose choice, whatever you want. So if you wanted to do it at a budget, it would be £11,854 altogether, including the price of the bike. Now that is pretty much a standard price you pay for a top of the range enduro bike straight out the showroom. And even then, when I buy, or anyone else who rides enduro buys a stock bike, big brand, straight out the showroom, you're still gonna have to put tyres and Mooses on it. You're still probably gonna put a seat cover on it. I haven't even changed the foot pegs, but that's what I usually do, foot pegs and loads of other bits that you guys want to do to your bike. So yeah, you could do it for £11,854. And if you get your bike from Dalton's, you never know what kind of deal you can get. I highly recommend it. I think this bike is probably one of the best bikes I've ever made and ever ridden. It is so much fun to ride. So yeah, debate it in the comments. You might think I've overspent, but I know people that have bought like a KTM Husqvarna and they've spent pretty much, including the price of the bike, over 15 grand making it their best bike. This has cost me 14.5 grand and it smashes everything. Any more questions, leave it in the comments below. I'll try and answer as many questions as possible. Thank you for watching, and yeah, Yamaha for life.